All right, here we go. Welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel. Thought I'd try that little countdown video so maybe some of you will get past the ads before I start talking. We'll see if that worked. You guys can tell me if that works in the chat. And we have got a jumping chat. There's already 13 people in here. Guys, say hello to Ren and Stimpy and Powdered Toast Man and Log and TV, and let's get started. Let's see if I can go through some of the folks. The chat has been bumping for like an hour. So we got Ed Harrison, Michael Morgan. Hey, Michael, David Iverson, Dan Brock, Tim B. Rusty's here. Rusty Knife Lover. Hello, hello. I know I've seen, let's see, Dan Brock, Tim B, Lone Wolf. Hello, Lone Wolf. Jason Brown. Keith the Knife Freak has been here since the beginning. Tree Stabbing Troy. Mike Curtis has been here. Man, there's a bunch of you guys in here. Sharp Guys here. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. Laura Gillespie, Dan Brock. Let's see. Did I cover? I think I got everybody there. I know. Yeah, let's just start with who's talking now. But that is it. Pocket Metal's here apparently. Very, very cool. Good to see all you folks. Will W, hello. We are starting now, and 20 minutes from now, Nick is going to join us. And guys, he's going to do, in addition to my normal giveaway, which is sitting right here, but you can't see it. There you go. He's going to have a couple of giveaways tonight. I was having him on to talk, and he's like, "Can I give away some stuff?" I'm like, "Heck yeah!" So good to have you guys. You know what? This is going to be a seat of the pants one because there's my notebook for tonight, and that's my notes. But that's great. So we are, believe it or not, here on the KnivesFAST channel. Yeah, he is awesome, man. He's literally one of my favorite channels. And just since meeting him at Blade Show, one of my favorite dudes, very, very much. Let's see, Peter Mason, hello. And anybody who's joining, who Stassa sent this way, thank you guys. Stick around. We have some fun over here. Brian W. Yeah, why study when we could talk knives instead? I'm good with that. Bill Rivers is here. Hello, Bill Rivers. Marcos Gamma's here. Kay Mason is here. Man, we are jumping over here. This is awesome. So the channel, guys, I usually get between 100 and 130 or 40 new subscribers a month. I'm right at 200 in the past 28 days. So thank you to all you new subscribers. We are like 10 away, or actually it might be less than that right now, 10 or 15 away from 2,900, which is just crazy. Jay Friedman, hello, hello. Gons, hello, hello. Oh man, it is jumping so quick. Kevin Nelson, hello. Yeah, I'm blown away, Dan Brock. It is crazy, and this doesn't happen. Hey, Todd Carr. Doesn't happen without you folks at all. I am very grateful for each and every one of you. I enjoy doing the lives. I enjoy doing the videos. But if it wasn't for you guys here and people like Keith the Knife Freak here every week helping me get all this going, and all the friends in the community that I've made, this doesn't happen, you know. And I want to thank all. Hey, jumping early. Oh, well, a Sharp Guy, you know, you got to do what you got to do, man. We all have to work. I missed most of JB and Zach's lives this weekend because I worked all weekend. So that was a lot of fun. Very cool, Michael Morgan. That would be great. Yeah, I mean, any kind of sharing back and forth sounds great to me. I like being on other people's streams, and they like being on mine. So that's a lot of fun. Now, Pocket Metal, hello. I was going to mention just thank you to the KF Pit Crew members and to the Patreon members and to all of you who support the channel in any way. I mean, just being here, being a part of the chat, whatever it is you do, thank you. And to those, I mean, look, guys, look at this table full of knives over here. And most of those are from viewers. 2 of those are from White Mountain Knives. 2 are from Andrew Hobbert. Well, the other 2 of them, well, I got some over here too, are from Backpack B, and you know, it's just crazy, guys. It is so, and there's already 2 other people in the chat that are offering to send me more knives, so we're gonna have more coming in and doing 5 or 6 reviews every week, I need the help. So that's great. Blue Minotti, hello. Very, very cool. Got lots of new names in here tonight. You got this. I like that. Very cool. So I just wanted to take a minute because I don't get to do it enough and just say thanks to each and every one of you guys for being here. I'm really sorry I haven't gotten to do Weekend Review Live the last 2 weeks. I'm hoping I can do it this week, but work has just been out of control. And that's just the way it is in TV, especially when you do a lot of sports this time of year. It's just crazy. I have a game tomorrow night, as a matter of fact. Anyone grab a Vandal? I saw it's a new batch, so I'm hoping, Lone Wolf, that he's fixed that detent issue that I had on the one I had. Okay, so Jay Friedman, that's a great thing to bring up. So if you guys didn't see that, well, I was going to put you up on the screen, and then the chat just absolutely jumped. His Backpack B does this thing called Collection Divers. If you guys haven't seen that, check it out. Sometime this week, he's dropping the one with me. The funny thing is my collection's changed a little bit since he recorded that. Picked up a couple. I've sold a couple, but that's okay. I am really looking forward. Yeah, the chat is absolutely on fire tonight. So this ought to be fun when we do pocket checks here in a few minutes. Yeah, I don't know what it is, Dan. It's just that time of year. Oh, you're putting a bug out together. Bug out back together there, Jeremy. Okay. Yeah, and that's Jeremy's one of the guys that's sending me some knives here. Freak Show is going to be sending me some knives here in a little while. So that is awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Guys, it's just been a great way to get a hold of some knives that I haven't gotten to do, and I just can't buy one of everything, and with everything going on. So very, very cool. So let's see. Jack's Lungs is here. Hello, sir. Man, I'm trying to make sure I don't miss everybody, but I'm not kidding, guys. The chat will be like this, and then it's 6 or 8 new messages. Is bam. So let's wait for the 3D model, Michael. I just want to make sure that I have what I think I have, if that makes any sense. Hey, Shane Gables, what's up? I want to see it 3D, but that should be in the next week or so. So hopefully it shouldn't be that long to see it, and then go from there. It's different. It doesn't look like the Mach 51. It has a different blade shape. It has a different handle shape, different vibe altogether. It's not titanium. Probably be a different. Hey, Vernie. Probably be a little bit different blade steel, like a more budget. Yeah, it'll probably be a week or two, Michael, I would think. The guy's working on it, and he told me, a week to get me the drawings back, and then we usually take another 4 or 5 days to kind of go back and forth and tweak things, and we'll go from there. And then I hope to show it off. And I mean, we're talking about, I'm probably going to get multiple. Yeah, that's where I'm leaning, Dan Brock. That's either that or Nitro V. It just depends on yeah, actually, it's just under 8 inches, Michael. This one is slightly under. And it's a different blade shape, and it'll definitely be, hey, Knife Nut. Thank you, Jason, for pointing some of these folks out, because it's jumping so fast on me. I appreciate seeing that, brother. Well, and everybody, I see everybody talking about, yeah, let's prod him. Exactly. I will show it as soon as I'm comfortable. Yeah. 154 would be great. Nitro V is another one I'm looking at. We shall see. And I'm looking at handle materials like G10 and micarta. I have looked at carbon fiber, but I don't know. Sometimes when you're in the budget realm, the carbon fiber ends up not looking quite as good as I want it to look. So I may get a prototype in it and just see, but I really want some micarta. Now, we're not going to do magnet cut on this one. I'm going to try to get one out of the chute this time, Keith, and try to start with a little less expensive one and see how we do. But, guys, here's the thing. What you got to understand, what I have to understand, you don't have to understand, but I'll tell you anyway, is if you do a more budget knife, you have to sell more of them. So the minimum order quantity goes up. So, hey, Byron Kennedy, hello. But hopefully it'll be more appealing to a lot of people that just couldn't afford a Mach 51. The Dolic is right here. There it is. Very, very cool. There you go, Lone Wolf. Yeah, it's and like I said, it's a different blade shape. It's a little more on the trendier side of things, but still it has a lot of me in it, and you'll see what I mean when I show it. Hey, Quillen. Hello, hello. All right, guys. So I tell you what, we got 10 minutes till Stassa comes on. And he and I may have to work out a couple of sound things because he got some new equipment today. We'll have to work through it. So let's go ahead and work on the pocket checks now. So if you guys want to start, yeah, and I hope to do a knife and magnet cut at some point, Rusty, but just probably not for this one. I absolutely adore 14C. It strops well, it holds well. It is easy to sharpen, easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not like sharpening a brick or something. Put that Delica back up. Guys, give Jason some love in the chat. There you go, Jason. Oh, come on. There we go. Jason Brown, thank you, brother. Good to see you. Good to have you here. And there is your Delica salute, guys. Give Jason some Delica salutes down there in the chat. There we go. I got it myself as well. There you go, Jason. Da, da, da. All right. G-Ball's here. Hello, hello. I know you were here and then gone, and now you're back again. All right. Do we have pocket checks going up yet? If we do, I missed them. What is happening? Now I can't move. It's doing this thing like it did last week where it's locking up the chat on me again, and I can't scroll up. Don't do this. Just don't. Well, I haven't seen anybody putting up what they were carrying yet, so let's go down. And I still can't move. Finch 1929 from Kevin Nelson. Guys, if I miss any, I really apologize. It is not going to be easy if I can't scroll. I thought you were here. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, G-Ball. I'm old, so things like that happen. I have hallucinations. Today was a full titanium dam designs, Banshee and S35 and a burgundy Civivi Banter. Very cool for Brian W. Guys, I'm really scared I'm going to miss some of you because of the way this is working. So please forgive me in advance. Hey, Andrew Persad. Hey, man. Let's see. I will scroll down and see that in a minute. Unfortunately, I am stuck. I can't move up or down on the chat, but there is Paper Tiger with the Civivi Synergy 3 carbon fiber. There is, oh, you got to be kidding me. All right, guys, I'm going to close the chat and reopen it. Give me a second. Are you going to let me now? Nope. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Hey, Javon, thank you, brother. There is your Delica salute from Mr. Javon. And I think I missed another one up here, so let me scroll up. Or was that something else? Guys, did I miss another super chat? If I did, I saw one pop up on the screen, but I never saw it on the chat. So help me out. All right. So I read that one. Or did I read that one? There we go. Thank you, Javon. Appreciate it, brother. All right. Michael Morgan had the Kaiser Tauser and purple micarta and bronze hardware. Rovivon Aurora A1X. OCD for EDC Polka Pin. Very, very cool. Paper Tiger. I think I put yours up, but we're going to do it again. No, we're not because it jumped again. There we go. Paper Tiger with the Synergy and the GEC 94. I saw, gosh. Keith the Knife Freak with the TRM Neutron and the Flag GEC 94. Gosh, guys, if I miss you today, please forgive me. I am very sorry. All right. I'm not going to say it again because you all tell me stop apologizing, so I'm going to do that. Jason Brown. Whoops, it clicked. Sharp. Let's get Sharp Guy first here. All right, Sharp Guy, cold weather carry, the Adamus black and gray. I'm trying to say both versions of what I've heard said. Brass Concept Main Street and OD Green GEC Bullnose for Jason Brown. Benchmade 945 and Alox Cadet. Hey, Gorilla. How's it going, brother? Finch Drifter and Case Peanut and in Classic SD for Mike. Hey, Mike Curtis. Blaze Burger. Can't carry during the day, but got the Vosteed Bellamy. I need to look at a Vosteed at some point. I'll have to get one of those. Not too bad on that. K Mason carrying the native 5 this whole month. The knife really got me into the hobby. 1 month, one knife influenced by Rusty. I couldn't do that. I don't know how y'all do that. Civivi, Keen Natter, Micarta, Tanto, Lion Steel, Gitano in Micarta, CRKT Minimalist Bowie in Micarta, and Olight I5R Titanium for David Iverson. Tim S., hey buddy. Finch Lucky 13 in and the Regal Blue Olight Warrior Mini 2 and the Open Pro. Very cool. Got some KnivesFAST blue today. Oh, come on. Really don't do this to me. Freak Show's got the Leon Ma Field Duty EDC, the bug out with rock scale design, titanium scales, Trash Panda Tinker, Forest Hank, very cool. Olight Warrior Mini 2, Leatherman Charge Plus, Log and Jotter Notebook, and multiple tactile turn pins, of course. Thank you, Freak Show. Civivi Dogma Copper for Denny Blancus. Denny, welcome, man. Mrs. C, okay, fan of Elvis fan. Okay, very cool. All right, guys. If I'm missing any, please. Okay, Knife Nut's interested in selling his Sharp by Design Mini Tempest if anybody's interested. Jack's Lungs. Jake got the pair of 3 for work, but currently have the ZT0308. Very cool. A lot of people change up after work. That's cool. Lone Wolf. Let's see what you got, man. Penguin, Mini Sheepdog, Prometheus Light, I5R Light, and Lynch Pry Bar. Very cool. Oh, you got the Nut and Fancy one. Okay, very cool, Knife Nut. Hey, Gene and Kayla. Kaiser Quatch for okay, hold on. What did I click on? There it is. Some dude. There you go. Every time I go to click on one, it moves. There we go. Kaiser Quatch, thanks to Q Ball. Very cool. G Ball says carrying the I'm really gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it momentarily, guys. All right, carrying the drop, Eric Oaks Lynx. Very cool. And RWL34. Very nice. Tactile knife company Rockwall and MagnaCut, and the Concept Goblin XL. I got one of those sitting right over here. You want to see? Let's see. Here we go. See if we can do this without losing the chat. So I'm going to do this. Don't lose it. There we go. The Goblin XL, guys. That thing is awesome. Grumpy Grunt says he has a spoon and a Sage 5, eating a burrito bowl and having a night coffee. Very cool. Oh, Tree Stabbing Troy. Thank you, man. Whoa. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Have I missed anybody? I hope not. There's Todd Carr. Oh, and it jumped again. Todd Carr has Leatherman Surge, Gerber Dime, Buck 110, SD Classic, Cold Steel SR1 Light, Kubi KU322, CJRB Large Malia in the 5th pocket. Hey, Tree Stabbing Troy, I'm going to show your stuff here in just a second. Forest Tanks. I don't want to lose my spot because it's jumping so bad. Forest Tank Skulls and Roses. That's cool, Rusty. Victorinox Camper with plus scales and Bitchmade Bug Out in CPM M4, Snaggletooth AL, and Backspacer Rock Scale Designs. That is for the whole month for Mr. Rusty. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm going to show you. I've got an Eric Oaks knife over here. We will look at in a moment. Freight Unlock PM2 and Titanium M4 Bug Out for Brian Needham. Hey, Brian, welcome. All right, are we caught up? Nope. Knifetastic. Hey, Knifetastic. Demco AD 20.5. Very, very cool. All right, there's Tree Stabbing Troy. We got to put you up there, brother. Thank you. And here is your Daleka salute. Everybody, if you didn't already give him some Daleka salute, make sure you do that down in the chat. And I think I'm behind because I see Rusty Knife Lover. Rusty, I'll get to it in a second. I don't want to lose my spot here. This is awful. I got to figure this out. I'm going to have to come up with something. Today's Forest SLL. Oh, I already read that. So how did I get to Rusty again? All right, guys, I'm going to assume I got everybody's carry. If I didn't, stick it back down there again. I'm going to go down here and get Rusty's. Invent some keyboard cutting boards. There you go. That's actually a great idea. I'm gonna have to do that. Now you've done it. All right, where did Rusty's, or was that just you rejoining again, Rusty? Oh, celebrated 4 months. Okay, good. All right. I was like very confused. So there we go. All right. So what was I carrying today? So knife number 1 in the pocket today was the Bade Modern Designs stunner from our friend Andrew Hubbard. Is Andrew here? Have I seen Andrew? Yeah, he's here now. Oh my goodness. What in the heck is this? Guys, I'm not sure what just walked in the room. I'm not sure.
Like
that is nice. That is nice. You're getting some T-Rex, man. Here to come. T-Rex. Woo.
Austin wants a shout out for watching.
Okay.
He's watching.
Give it. You want me to give him a shout out? Hey, Austin.
No, you gotta like.
Let's see. What do you want me to do?
Talk about how great.
What are you knocking? You just knocked Ren and Stimpy and everybody over. Everybody. He just knocked everything over. Okay.
You just wish you had my style.
Yeah, I do. Hey, Austin, you get a Bade Modern Designs this thing. Salute. Trevor's you've distracted me now. See what you've done. But this thing is great, and it's got some KnivesFAST blue in there. Look at that hologram. Would you stop?
There you go.
What is happening? They called you a rock star, brother. Don't trip on my stuff. All right, this has got to go. I'll keep the hat for a minute if you'd like.
It's your hat.
It is my hat. You guys like my cowboy hat? Should I just wear that from now on?
Yes.
Let's see what everybody says. They'll say no. You better say no because I don't want to wear this every time. But this is my hat. So yeah, this knife, guys, it does kind of force you into this grip right here. But you can choke up, and that is the money grip with this knife. And it is a hollow grind and just a beautiful knife. So we'll do a review on that one very soon. I got the yeehaw, exactly. I think that the hat's going to make me sweaty in a minute, but this is the Weir Knives Lucas P. Now, this is a Riot knife. This is made by Riot. So I'm really digging this. Look at that acid stonewash on the blade, guys. How cool is that? Really dig. Yeah, I haven't worn it a lot. I bought it in Montana, and I haven't worn it a whole lot since. Hey, Jared White. All right. So yeah, the Lucas P, guys. This comes from Backpack B. Oops, and this one comes from Andrew Hobbert. So thank you guys so much for sending those. Third knife today. Yes, I had a third knife, and I forgot to put it in my my video today. This is the 49 from GEC, the blue camel bone. And guys, you're going to see this one a lot because it's just great to pull out. If I'm in a crowd of people, this is wonderful to pull out and not scare people. Because believe it or not, in this world, something like this actually does scare some people. Yeah, it's a beauty, Clark. Very cool. I had the SAK and antique vintage color bar edition today. SD Classic had the Steel Capital Old Glory Hank today. Hey, Kevin Campbell. Yeah, no, that 49 is sick, man. I am in so much love with it. KnivesFAST can be the country star now. And then I've got my blue Olight i5 TEOS and my blue awesome Parker Jotter pin. You guys know I love that pin. So really, really cool. Oh, wait a minute. I see Pocket Metal putting something up down here. Let's see what you got. Forest Tank, GEC number 77 Barlow, one Sandbar Stag and one Kookaburra. Very cool. GEC 36. I saw that toenail clipper. That looks awesome. And Ebony, Vox 5.5, F 5.5, titanium Sigourney Weaver. Okay. If you say so. I was country. I can go put my cowboy boots on too, but you wouldn't be able to see those. By the way, the tea tonight, I got my grumpy mug. The tea tonight is the Tazo Wild Sweet Orange. I think I'm stuck on that now. KC Yoakum. I cannot sing. So no, we won't be doing that. So guys, we're waiting for Nick to join. Let me make sure I don't have any messages from him here. No, I don't have any messages from him. At least I don't see any. I'm going to double check over here just to make sure. No, he must just be running late. We'll give him a few minutes, obviously. But for now, we'll keep talking. If I missed anybody's pocket check, if I missed anybody's pocket check, go ahead and throw it up there. I don't know if I can wear this the whole time. I mean, it's comfortable, but it's not super comfortable. And it shadows my face real bad too. Y'all want to see my pretty face, don't you? Now it's crooked. There we go. I personally wouldn't do that whole month thing. Tea drinking cowboy. Exactly, Brian. You got to be you, man. That's what you got to be. Well, let's go through a few knives real quick since he's not here yet. And you guys just sit tight. Hopefully he'll be here in a few minutes. And I know he had something with his granddaughter today. And yeah, but I told him 8 Eastern. You sure he is? Let me send him a message real quick. Hang on. All right. Hopefully, if you guys are right that he's on Central Time, hopefully maybe that was a confusion. All right, let's go through a few knives real quick. So, guys, we're just going to talk about the elephant in the room here real quick. Hey, there he is. We'll get to you in just a minute. So give you a minute to get set. This is the Jake Hoback knives. Wow. Why am I blanking on the name of it? Summit. Thank you. Huge knife. You guys see, really, really huge knife, and just really dig it. Now, the elephant in the room is this was apparently produced in China. $625 knife. A lot of people are kind of uptight about that, and that they were basically told, not told. How about that? Not told that the knife was made in China. I know a lot of people are super upset about that. It's still a great knife. Is it a $625 knife? We'll talk about that in the review. I'm going to save that. It is a very good knife, and I'm really enjoying carrying it. I'm going to record my review in the next couple days, and we'll probably talk some about the controversy just because everybody wants to hear it. So we'll talk a little bit about it in the review. Hey, Shredder, what's up, my guys? Appreciate it. Well, there is our friend Nick. So we're going to throw you in here, brother. And we'll talk more about that knife later. As a matter of fact, when I'm done with it, it's going down to this guy right here. Hey, man.
What's up?
Oh, he's still having trouble.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Hold on.
Let's see. Your mic is open on the chat. You might have to go in the settings that are down below by the mic and click the little arrow to the right of the mic icon.
It's on mute. Hold on.
And then select the mic that you're wanting to use, because sometimes mine gets confused and selects the wrong. Wait a minute. That might be me. Hold on just a second.
Okay.
I think I see what the problem is. All right, talk now.
Can you hear me?
Yep. So everybody was already hearing you. It was me, man. I had my earbuds were set on the wrong input, so it's a good thing. Yeah, everybody's yelling, "KC, we hear him."
Let me know if I need to do anything with gain or anything on this. This is a new mic. So
no, I think, guys, do we both sound okay? I don't know. We'll see what everybody says. They'll tell us. You like my son came down and put the cowboy hat on me. I had the regular baseball hat, and the son came down and put the cowboy hat on me. So everybody's wanting me to keep it for now, so I can't get it straight.
My mother-in-law bought me one for Christmas last year because she said I look like Brad Paisley with the cowboy hat on.
Well, everybody said I look like Dwight Yoakam, so I don't know how to take that exactly. I'll take the Brad Paisley. I don't know about there you go.
Said I'm just a little fat Brad Paisley.
There you go. Michael Morgan says, Stassa, you have a cowboy hat? Let's do this. That's funny. So somebody was talking about, I'm going to just show this real quick. Somebody was talking about the Goblin XL, guys. So I'm just going to show this real quick, and then we'll move on. Have you seen this one yet, Stassa?
Yeah, I have one.
Yeah. So It's one of those, again, I'm not ready to review it because I've only carried it like once and I have barely cut anything with it. It actually feels a whole lot better in the hand than you would think it does, at least to me. It's kind of similar to the other knife I was talking about a few minutes ago, the BMD Stunner, where you got that secondary finger, in the backed up grip, you got where it wants your finger to go in this slot right here in the primary grip. And I don't know how I always feel about that. This one's pretty much the same way in that primary grip. And if you want to choke up, you're up here. So I don't know. What do you think about knives with a deeper primary finger
I
choil?
usually hate it.
Yeah.
It feels funny, especially when you're doing cutting where you're putting a lot of pressure down.
Right.
There's a knife I used recently that was one of the worst offenders. I can't think of what it was. The Rat Model 2 does that to me.
Right.
It hurts my finger bad.
Right. Yeah. And it's one of those things where, I think I would just live with the choked up grip on this knife. I just would, because it doesn't feel nearly as good back here as it does choked up. And the same thing for the BMD Stunner. It feels so much better. I see Lefty. What's up, my friend? There he is, that crazy guy. All right. Well, I'm glad you could join us. I know you had some stuff going on with the grandkids and different stuff, so I'm glad you were able to make it. And guys, stick around because Nick has brought some prizes to the table tonight. Those of you that normally follow him, you already know that. I've shared it a couple times, so hopefully you guys know. Besides the giveaway I will do at the end, we have a couple more giveaways to do tonight, or you can tell me how many you want to do or whatever it is. But I'm really grateful to have you here, man. You were one of the folks that checked out this crazy puppy as it went around, and I was very thankful for you putting it through its paces and kind of enjoyed bantering back and forth with you and getting to talk about it a little bit. So that was fun.
Yeah.
All right. So off the bat, we'll chat for a few minutes and then we'll kind of go to one of your giveaways if you want to. But man, I got everything all messed up here. Okay. So what is your, I like your videos, and one of the main reasons I like it. Hey, Big Red EDC, what's up? One of the main reasons I really gravitate towards your videos, I was telling you this on the phone the other night, is the testing, because I think it's important, especially if I haven't gotten to see a knife yet. It's important for me to see how it cut in your testing, because I might not see that in another channel. What you kind of said, what kind of got you into doing that testing? It's an important part of your process, kind of, you were saying, right?
Yeah, I was always doing it already, and
right,
I just never recorded because
same.
It takes a lot of work. People think you just turn on the camera and it's going to do it. You got to edit everything, and I got to have the camera in the right spot because I only have two cameras, and I really use one. But that was one of my reasons. And when I first started YouTube, Pete from Cedric and Ada channel,
right?
We talked here and there, and he told me, he's like, if I can give you one piece of advice, do something different from the rest. And
yeah,
he was doing the quantitative testing, and me, the only thing that really mattered to me is real world stuff, because that's what
what are you gonna use it for? Yeah I like that too. I do it off camera. I don't always do it on camera. I have started doing small amounts of it at the end of my videos if it's a new knife to me. In other words, if it's a pass around, I don't do it. If it comes from a viewer, I don't typically do it, because I just don't know what the edge is, and I think it's more fair if it's a new knife that I buy. Like, for example, I just got this Kubian, the Momentum, and I'll definitely do a cut test with it on camera, a real short one. I won't do it super long because of the reasons you just said too. A lot of shooting, a lot of editing. But I think what you do is really cool. I think it's a good service. So, in the case of the Mach 51, I had cut stuff with it, but you were the first one that really kind of got out there and really cut stuff with it. So it was fun for me to watch that. Very much so. Very, very interesting way to do a video. So what knives are on your table right now yeah, I when he asked me, Bill, if I was okay with him doing cut testing, I said just no aluminum rod test. So Bill says aluminum rod test for the win. So there you go. Yeah, I wasn't sure how I would do in that one with the thinner blade stock.
You'd be surprised.
Really,
aluminum's very, very soft. I mean, it's so much softer than even unheat treated steel. So the apex should be able to handle it, unless, I mean, I'm not swinging with all my might. I'm just making sure there's no problems. And I don't think I've ever had a steel besides like a Walmart knife or something fold on me or anything.
That's yeah. So that's good. You know, like you said, aluminum isn't that hard. But
it still
yeah,
makes you cringe though. Even me when I do it.
Yep. So yeah. So guys, check out. Keith put up the link to Stassa23. If you guys are not subscribed to him, A, what is wrong with you? And B, go take care. Hey, B, yeah, you like that, man? My son walked in and put the hat on my head, so now I have to wear it.
I love
it. So we're just
review knives with it on now.
Yeah, maybe that'll be my thing. Except it's so bright. I need a black hat, guys.
You got to start your intro with it, like with a bottle of Jameson or something in your hand.
There you go. So, all right. Well, what I was about to say is what knives are on your table right now that kind of have you, excited to do the cut testing with them? Is there anything you have in right now? I know you just got back from being out of town for a little bit here.
Actually, the knife that the video I posted tonight on the Monterey Bay Knives Sea Otter and Magna Cut, that was an absolute joy to use. It wasn't the most, it was just a broomstick style handle, very, nothing crazy, but sometimes that works the best. And that knife performs
very
so
neutral.
well.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, this is my third knife in Magna Cut, and I absolutely love the steel.
I have not gotten to cut with it yet, unfortunately. I've only I handled a mule team at Smoky Mountain Knife Works that had it on it, and that was when it was just first starting to come out. So I look forward to my bunny hates me and my son's a train wreck. Yeah, they're writing the okay. So Keith would like to know, Stassa, if you've ever done a cut test on the Dolica.
I tried to cut one in half not too long ago, but it bit me.
It bit you?
Cut me. It cut my knife in half when I was trying to cut it.
Oh, that's good. There you go.
I'm upset with Keith. He's never sent me a Dolica.
Oh gosh, Keith, come on, man. Come on. Send the man a Dolica. Mine has the scoliosis spine.
Yeah, I watched you do that.
I always talk about that because it's just the fact that it doesn't lock, really, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But the fact that it at least tries to lock up with that lockback just totally bent like that is awesome. So yeah, so I had JB Big Red EDC's Sea Otter in here. Oh Lord. Nick, if you've never watched my stream, it gets a little crazy in here because my children are crazy. So here comes another one. Here comes another one, and this one's got, guys, get ready for it. We're out of focus. Come on. You got to get in the middle because we're in a box. Guys, look, it's the rabbit. It's the killer rabbit, and there's
yep, it's ready to kill.
Yes. See? Guys, give me some killer rabbit. In the wow, and there's Ashlyn. She's here too. There she is. So, hey, Jerry Cooper, Killer Bunny. There you go, guys. Make sure you throw up some hand grenades as well.
Now you can see him.
That is, he does not like me. I don't know. I got major claw marks. Look, he's staring me down.
Yeah, he's ready to get
this is not good. All right, But so I had JB's and his was the crud 154. You like that?
Yeah.
Trevor came in and put it on. Was the 154 CM one. And you know, to be honest with you, it wasn't my knife, so I didn't do a whole lot of cutting with it. But the geometry seemed really good, and like you said, a very neutral handle. I wish they would make like a little bit larger size of it. Just that's just me. It's not no, it's not. It does look like a chinchilla. It's a dwarf bunny.
Dwarf.
It is. It's what do they call it?
It's a Netherland
dwarf bunny.
Ah, I thought you had jokes there.
No jokes.
No,
No jokes. Oh, good grief. You're a weirdo. Now you got me demonetized. Thanks. No, just kidding. She's singing Lion King on my stream.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think that's a great one. I mean, it is, you know, that is one of those cases where shoot, I can't remember. What's the price of the one with MagnaCut?
I think it was 380.
Yeah. So, you know, that's pretty pricey, but again, made one at a time. What's that?
I said definitely.
Yeah.
It is a totally USA made knife.
Yeah, that's
And
you know, so you can kind of start justifying it a little bit was what I was going to say, you know, like with the 154, I think his was 3 something. I can't remember exactly how much, but you can justify because they're built one at a time. The quality is really good.
And world-renowned Ray Laconico's has his hands on them. So
right. On every one.
yeah.
So yeah, and that's another thing, Brian. I don't know how many they've even done in MagnaCut yet, but I know people have had a hard time getting their hands on them. People that really want them. Hey, Stacy.
I got luckier than lucky. I just had popped on Instagram and he had a post saying he was doing a lotto for like 6 of them. So you had to put in on the thing and a little bit of time went by, and I figured I had lost. I get an email saying you won.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't pay for it fast enough.
Yeah, it's like, yep, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Well, good. And you said, so it sounds like it held up really well on your hands, both and in the cutting.
Yeah,
which
the
is
only
great.
thing that I noticed in my cutting with it, being that it has a thinner scales, both thickness and width.
Okay.
Whenever I was doing some of the heavier cutting into the wood, my forearm started cramping up just because I was trying to keep it from like twisting in the hand.
I got you. Yeah. No, it's a pretty thin one. No doubt. I don't know what's happening in here. So tell me a little bit about MagnaCut. You don't have to go into like major details, but what, you know, a lot of people are just raving about it. To you, to a guy who does sharpening, to a guy that's cutting multiple medium with it, how do you quantify the difference, let's just say, between that and like an M390?
Well, for me, I mean, from everything I've done with it, I mean, I think I've only tested either 2 or 3 knives, but both knives, they've sharpened super easy. Now, I think that has a lot to do with the fact that MagnaCut needs to be ran in the upper 60s, like anywhere from like 62 to 65, I think, somewhere in that area.
Right. So
usually when you have those higher hardnesses, the edge is a lot more refined, so it's a lot easier to deburr. You know, that
gotcha. Okay,
takes a long time.
That makes sense.
Really
So its ability to take a higher Rockwell, you know, higher heat, higher hardness. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. So G-Ball is asking, have you seen the tactile MagnaCut at all yet? There's
yeah, I have the flipper, but it's not in the MagnaCut.
Okay. He's saying they're running theirs at 61, and he wondered what you thought of that.
I mean, personally, I think Monterey Bay is running theirs. I think it's 63. I think it's a little low, but I mean, of course, 61 is going to run better than something at 59.
Right.
I think they would have been, a lot of times you got to understand that they're doing large batch heat treating.
That's
and
it.
A lot of that, when you do that, your window is a lot smaller. So it's a lot easier for them to hit the 61 than say 63 to 65. So, I'm sure they're trying to do their best. And a lot of times companies err on the side of caution. They don't want to get a ton of knives in for warranty work,
Understood.
So.
Yeah, and they got to run them where they're comfortable running them is the way I look at it, and we have to decide if it's something we're interested in, and people like you and Jared and Eve need to tell us, how it sharpens up and that kind of thing. I haven't got my hands on one yet, but I will at some point.
It's still way too new of a skill because we don't know. 61 could be the sweet spot, I mean,
it might be.
There's not enough testing. Even Laren Thomas, the developer of the steel, he can tell you what should be going on, but they've done their own in-house testing, but everything's different depending on heat treat,
right?
How they did it. Do they cryo it? Do they? I'm not a metallurgist, but there's so many things that go into it.
Right. So Brian, I'm gonna try to take this question real quick, and then Nick, you can jump in if you'd like. He asks, is it worth $300 for the rock wall and MagnaCut, do you think? I think we're just gonna start talking about pricing and say, it's really what's worth it to the beholder, to the person that's holding on to a knife. We can talk all day long. I mean, like, I think this BMD stunner is what, Andrew, you're in here like 300, right? Like 290 or something. Some people would definitely say, not worth it. I mean, this is a sick hollow grind on this thing. Really, really nicely done. And I guess it just depends on if it's worth you going to get it for that or not. It's hard for me to say, it's especially with the question about the hardness. I mean, without testing it in MagnaCut, I can't tell you what I think of that right now.
Yeah, that's just like when we do our reviews. I can tell you everything that I experienced.
Thank you, Andrew.
That I had, but still, in all, I can't tell you definitively whether if you like it and everything I talked about was what you were looking for, then buy it.
Very, very cool. Yeah, I personally, and again, it depends on my budget at that current moment.
Yeah.
And it depends on, like, for example, I'm saving up right now because I'm hearing that when the Nimble X is released, there's going to be some extra ones available. So I want to try to get a hold of one of those because I really enjoyed the Nimble. So it just depends, guys. At that point, when you get bitten by one, it's like, there you go. Thank you, JV, for boots to match the hat. There you go. There is your Daleka salute. Thank you, JV. Trevor made me wear this. I'm just a good sport, so I'm going to keep it on. There you go. There you go. Everybody's already given him some awesome emojis there. Okay, my MagnaCut Bear holds a nice thin bitey edge. They say it's 61. I put a 600. Whoops, it jumped. Oh, come on. I put a 600 grit edge on it and have only stropped it since to keep it scary sharp, says Blazeburger. So that, I mean, again, if you're getting that kind of performance out of it, then that sounds pretty good. So
yeah,
it's going to take time for these to be out for people to really decide, how they're holding up and how it's performing. So, yep. All right. So I know it's almost 8:30. It's almost 8:30. So why don't you tell everybody if you want to go ahead and do now the way it was, guys, if you weren't paying attention, Nick did a video, and basically on that video you needed to comment with your order of the knives you wanted him to review them. Hopefully you all did that, and if you did, he's going to prepare to do a drawing of those who chatted that, who posted that in the video. Again, I tried to post it several times, so hopefully you guys saw it. Now we'll do my regular giveaway at the end for anybody else, but hopefully you guys saw his video and did that, and thanks for doing that, man. That was awesome. Had a bunch of people come over here and say Stassa sent me, and I thought that was pretty cool. So
yeah, Okay, let me pull
Yeah,
it
just
up.
do what you need to do and take your time.
If y'all haven't done that, if you still have about 5 minutes to
Okay.
go, just comment because I'm just
So
anybody
let's
who
see.
commented is in.
Hey, okay, any comment? All right.
Yeah,
So
now.
hey, Keith, can you go over to Stassa's channel real quick? Find the video. What was it called? It was called
It was my second to last video. It was
second
my,
to last video. Can you throw
most
that
carried
link up
knives.
for me real quick, Keith? Most carried knives in February. That's what it was.
Okay,
But so yeah, very cool. So while you get that ready, glad I made it. No, Tim Cook, not at all. Oh gosh, that's terrible. I had a bad dream. I had a dream about the M4 Smock. Miller, was it a good dream or a scary dream, or what kind of dream are we talking here? I don't know. I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared of that now. I didn't realize Etsy was a place knife makers sold knives. So yeah, I saw where you did you have the shoot, what's that knife called now? Come on, Casey, the pirate themed one.
Oh, the Picaroon tools.
Yeah, the Picaroon tools. Yeah, they're selling them on Etsy. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, they got the pre-order up right now. If anybody wanted one of those,
Right.
He's from what? It's somewhere out of the country, I think.
Right, I think they are as well.
He's a nice guy. He messaged me just from my post on Instagram, and I told him I'd reviewed it.
There we go.
I was about to review it. Okay.
All right, guys, leave and come back. But there's your link right there in the chat. Go over to Nick's video.
5 minutes.
You're here, guys. So go ahead and he's giving you permission to go comment. So
and when
do
you
it.
come back, you got to hit that like button on the stream.
Yeah, hit the like. We have been flirting with 100 people in the room. We're at 92. Let's go tell your friends to come on in, guys. I want to get up over 100 tonight. We've done that one other time. That was pretty cool. So yeah, there is
44.
So I'm sitting here playing. Andrew, who's in the chat, also sent me this guy. Have you seen the Oaksworks Osprey? Have you had a chance to look at this one? Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's very light.
Yeah, it looks very light.
Very much so. So yeah, I've got several really crazy ones in right now. The other one I'm looking at is the Lucas P from Weir Knives.
I got that in my pocket right now.
Oh, no way, man. This is from Backpack B. He sent this. He says, because he knows I like thumb studs and I hadn't seen it. The only issue I have with this knife, and this is going to sound really weird because it's not an overly small knife, but for some reason, because of trying to get off the lock bar to open it, it feels small. You know what I'm saying? It feels like I don't have enough room for my hand to get off the lock bar.
And that,
hey, Sobix.
That large choil kind of messes with me too, like how wide it is.
Right.
Like it lands in the middle.
No, I hear you. You talking about this choil right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So because you want to put two fingers in it, and it just doesn't quite feel right. Yep. Understood. Very cool. All right, guys. B says he loves me so much he hit the like button 5 times. So I like that. That's nice. Chavez pre-order in fat carbon. Interesting. Which one is it? The 229 or? That's very interesting. There's so many pre-orders right now.
Todd, it's not coming right now. It's a long story, but the shop is it'll be next year before I get it.
There you go.
Okay, I think. What do you think? You think that's enough time?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the 229 he says.
The first knife we're gonna give away.
Oh, here we go.
The Lotvin Mini. It's got a mirror polish edge from me on there. I did not use. I have another Lotvin in aluminum, so this one didn't get used much. So I don't think I thrashed on it or anything. It's very smooth. It has a smooth detent on it. It's not super strong like some of them are. Comfortable. Good little knife. N690 stainless. So this is the first one we're going to give away. Let's see.
Very cool.
We put the.
All right, guys. We're closing it up and moving on here. So he's going to get his phone out here.
Okay, got the link in. Somebody's called. Okay, filter duplicate users. All right, let's get the comments. Let's see. We have 192 comments.
Wow, very nice, guys.
Yep. So, okay, so what we're gonna do, I usually like to do this. I'm gonna hit the thing once to let it just run once, and then the second time I do it is the actual winner. So, do you want me not to show that person so they don't?
Yeah, probably don't show that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, if that's your procedure, then that's your procedure.
Somebody, I probably just doing it for nothing, but okay, let's see.
Yeah, just don't tell us who that person was.
I'm not. All right. This is gonna be the winner.
Here we go.
There you go, Jeff Juice 3886, and that's his list. I'm looking at it backwards. Let's see, the BBM, Sea Otter, Mutineer, Altus, and Azula.
Very cool.
All
right, tell him how to contact you.
Yeah,
and
Jeff, if you would, I need you to do two things for me because we have some dishonest people. Not many, but we have some. Leave a comment on my video and just whatever you want to say, and also email me so I can match both of those to the person. I had somebody try to claim a prize as well. Not as bad as yours, but it happens. Over a knife. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
My email is,
Keith, if you don't mind typing this in, go ahead.
It's 23 MATASSA@gmail.com.
There you go. All right, Keith will have that up in a minute, I bet. And guys, Keith is put up here to go check out Shane Gables. Let's get him over 300. So go sub to his channel, Shane Gables PKR. Go check him out. Thank you for putting that up, Keith. I appreciate it.
I found a new channel today when I was getting ready for my Sea Otter video that I thought was pretty interesting. Another female.
There you go. There's the email address. Well, which one was this?
Petite EDC.
Yeah, I've seen her on a couple of lives lately, and I think I subbed to her. I haven't gotten to watch one of her videos, but yeah.
I saw her on who's live? Therapeutic Edge, maybe.
Right. When they were all eating the
the hot stuff.
Yeah, no thanks. By the way, guys, don't challenge me. Yeah, I think that's right. 23 MATASSA. Did you say at Gmail or what'd you say?
At Gmail. Yeah, that's it.
At Gmail. Yeah, so that's it, Keith. Thank you very much for putting that. Yeah, Petite EDC is who he's talking about. Yeah, if you don't mind sticking up the link, I'm going to make you work tonight, Keith. If you find Petite EDC on YouTube, throw her link up there as well. Let's let people, maybe we'll give her a little flood of people. That would be really cool.
Yeah, besides the fact that it's another female,
right?
She's very. It was a little different. Like she gives background information on certain things to get you to understand. I don't know. I thought it was interesting.
I'll have to go watch another. I watched one real briefly just to make sure because I was busy that day. I just want to make sure it didn't unsub me, and then. But I need to go back and she was on Ted's live last week too. So I just wanted to say, if any of you guys want to challenge me to that crazy challenge, it's not happening. Okay, I'm not doing it. She picked up 20 subs yesterday. That's all. Well, for burning her face off, I saw a little bit of it. She was really struggling with it for a little bit. So, definitely Keith will find her here in a minute. Thank you, Keith, very much. She has, I think I'm following her on Instagram, but I'll double check that as well. There you go.
I didn't get her on Instagram.
Keith is the man. Guys, give Keith some love in the chat if you would. Keith, thank you so much for all you do as the moderator. And thank you. Appreciate it, my friend. So we'll come back and do another giveaway in a minute, and you guys want to stick around. And if you haven't commented on that video, now you got time until the next one.
Yeah, I will refresh it before we do.
Yeah, he'll refresh it. So
we're gonna give away 3 tonight if that's okay with you.
Oh yeah, that's great. And then I'll do the mine at the end. You can't wear that hat. I'll eat jerky. I'm not eating the hot jerky.
Yeah, me
I'll eat it.
neither.
The cracked pepper. I'll eat any of that stuff. I
I
love
don't do
jerky.
hot foods.
The only other kind I really don't care for that one of my kids loves, my number 2 son loves teriyaki jerky, and I just it's not my thing. It's too
my wife can't
sweety,
even
kind of.
smell jerky. She gets nauseous.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, like we'll not even let the kids open it in the car.
Oh no. Where'd it go? Petit DDC on Instagram as well. Keith put up here. Oh, come on. JB, I'm telling you, the chat is jumping tonight. I love it. It is awesome. Yeah, the cowboy hat was kind of it was not a planned thing, Sunbun Bradley. My son brought it down and put it on me, so I just decided to stick with it. I've got some stray. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. I let him borrow it, so there's no telling. He wore it to school one day. Chocolate eating challenge that. Now I'll do that.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so Shane Gables said, I thought Cajuns liked hot food.
They might, but not this Cajun. I'm more Italian than Cajun.
So she was saying this in Petit DDC was saying she's part Greek and part Italian, and they don't really eat spicy food. So really a lot of hot food.
I would have thought Greeks did. I mean,
yeah, I'm Greek, and I don't remember family foods, that were really yeah, there you go, Rusty Cleaver. I'll come down to the stock show. That sounds awesome. Hey, I got cowboy boots. I got the whole thing, man. My wife won't let me wear them around town though, because I live in a place where nobody does this. So
I got a pair of cowboy boots the other day.
I would definitely. Here's the thing: cowboy boots are totally underrated. 90% of the time I wear Vans because they're just very comfortable on my feet. But cowboy boots, as long as it's not super hot and you get sweaty in them, if it's nice and cool outside, they are super comfortable.
Yeah, I had to wear them for work all the time. Well, not steel toes, but they were cowboy boots with steel toes on them.
Right.
So I loved them. I liked them so much that I bought me a pair to wear.
Right. Keith says knives are like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get. Exactly. That's exactly true. So, so that I'm trying to remember the list. Shoot, the guy that just won had the list of the 5 knives. What were the 5? You remember what the 5 were that you're trying to decide the order?
The BBM.
BBM. That was the one I was getting. Azula. Okay.
The Mutineer. The Altus.
That's it.
And there's one more, but I can't think of it.
Very cool. But so tell me, what are your first impressions of the Mutineer?
I like it. I know who made it now because at first they didn't have that kind of information in there, but somebody commented on my video and he told me it's made by Best Tech Knives. So I know they make a quality product. I love the knife. I love the look of it. He had a little bit cheaper version D2 that I thought was extremely overpriced, but
yeah, what was that one, like 150 or
something like that?
Yeah, 140, 50, something like that.
It should have been $70.
Yeah, it was D2 and D2 and G10 for 140, 150, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little much. Especially, knowing Best Tech's the OEM. Not that they're bad. I've had great Best Tech knives. It's just
they produce, they're high in quality budget knives, and D2 are nowhere near that.
Right. Very, very much understand. So, I bought my tickets for Blade Show. You coming this year?
Yep, I got my tickets and I got my hotel, but I'm glad you said that because I totally forgot to get my plane ticket.
Oh, yeah, you got to do that.
Well,
I drive. It's 7 hours for me, so we drive. My brother lives near Atlanta, so we stay with my brother. And you go ahead, Shane Gables. I'm not going to be the hot wing eating champion. Now, have I eaten really hot wings? Yes, I have. Matter of fact, I had wings for lunch today. But guys, go sub to Stassa right there. Keith put it up for you. Go check him out. really cool the way he does his reviews. Yeah, so I'm trying to talk JB Big Red into coming, and I know Lefty's planning on coming, but he's going to be over having his own booth because he's got his prototypes in. So,
Oh, he got a table?
Yeah, I think he did. Right,
Wow.
right. Are you there, Kevin? You still here? I know he was. I'm pretty sure he and Colin have a table. And I know Ben from Jack Wolf is going to be there with.
I talked to him.
With all his.
He said he's going to try to make it in the stream tonight. I talked to him last night.
Oh, awesome!
I told him we were coming on, and
very cool. Yeah,
get as many people as we could.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, we've got 97 in here, guys. Come on, just 3 more to get over 100. Make sure you're hitting that like button, like Nick said. That's cool. King Snake Jake, Andrew Persad, hello. I haven't said hi to a lot of people for a minute here, so give me just a second. There's Lefty. Yeah, we got a table for Devo, he says.
Awesome.
So very, very cool. I'm excited. I got one of those coming in, and I think you'll have one coming in soon. And very excited to. My wife doesn't want to spend our anniversary at Blade Show.
Hey,
sounds like a
my
priority.
anniversary is on the 3rd every year, and she knows how important Blade Show is for me. So
there you go. There you go.
Move our anniversary.
Oh, there we go. 101, guys. We did it. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you for pointing that out, Tim B. It's funny. My phone says 90, so my phone must be way behind. So
I think it's both of ours because I think it's lagging because we're doing this.
Yeah, but the stream, whatever this is, Melon says 101. Oh, now we'll warn you, Stassa. Last week, all of a sudden, at some point, the everything just went kaput, and everybody it cut it off, and I had to do a second stream. I was with Doug Ritter. And unfortunately, Doug was like, when that happened, Doug looked at me and he goes, you know what? I think we've covered everything. I'm like, oh, no. So I had to come back and tell everybody Doug had left. But he was awesome, man. He's a nice
guy.
Man, and you know what? Here's the thing that just makes my heart just burst. People in the chat, people were saying, I just went and joined Knife Rights. People were saying I just went and bought Ritter RSK, and I'm like, that's what support the guy. Don't just tell him we support him. Go support him, and that's what people here in this community do. I think it was amazing last week. So really cool.
Especially like I don't think enough people know how much Doug Ritter has done for probably your city or state as well. Like he's the one that recently got our automatic knife ban lifted.
Right. So they're the ones that have the bill going through Virginia right now. And all we got to have is a governor going like this. And we got it by July 1st. We'll have legal auto here in Virginia. So I was thanking him like crazy last week.
We could have them, but we could own them, but couldn't carry them. But now we can carry them. I think the only thing that we still have left to work on is the balisong.
Gotcha. Yeah, in your state, no balisongs?
I don't think so. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure that's still illegal for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, that's a great idea, Lefty. Lefty says set up your Amazon Smile for Knife Rights. So easy and supports them a lot. I need to do that. That's great. I didn't even realize that was a thing. So Timbo says the same thing. Very, very cool. So basically every time you buy something on Amazon, something goes to them. That's awesome. Tree Stabbing Troy, I wasn't trying to do that, but it worked. So there you go. He said that was me just trying to get 2 times the views on 2 videos. Worked out pretty well. Very cool, Rusty Knife Lover. Yeah, everybody's got to decide what they want to support. But very, very cool. So, yeah, I think, Doug said something that really hit home to me last week. And what it was he goes, we're the NRA for knife people. And I said, yeah, but how many employees do you think the NRA has? And, it's Doug, his wife, and their lobbyist. Yep. And that's it. And they've changed 2/3 of the states. Yeah. They've changed the laws in those states in 10 years, 10 or 11 years. So it's pretty amazing what they've done.
He's done
Just
so much.
yeah. And in a selfless way, the way he's done it. He really has. Above board, putting all the money out there, and you know, he said something last week, and I guess it didn't surprise me, but I didn't realize that. I asked him what the most expensive, the biggest expense for them is, and he says that these legislatures don't ever plan their votes out, so they're usually until a couple days. And so they're usually buying plane tickets like the night before they have to fly out. And so, of course, you know, the plane tickets probably are pretty daggone expensive. He said they were, and they may still be waiting to find out, you know, when they need to come to Virginia to like be here for the signing or whatever, if the governor's actually going to sign it. So, yeah, I agree, Peter. And welcome, Peter, by the way, Therapeutic Edge. You know, he's just, like I unfortunately did not meet him in person at Blade Show, but just meeting him on here, just a super nice, down to earth guy. Yeah, no, I agree. Me with Knives. There's a lot of states. He was talking about New Jersey kind of being all screwed up, trying to figure that one out, and Delaware's one.
Those laws are so old. They're like done
Right.
in like the 60s and 70s.
Right. So, are there any knives that you're aware of coming out that you're super excited to see anytime soon? Anything you're waiting for, I guess I should say?
I mean, I have 3 or 4 pre-orders that I'm excited to get eventually. Whenever one of them,
you never know when that's gonna happen.
Yeah, one of them is a Matt Christensen design. I forgot. Let me see. It is the. I'm looking at my shop app because that tells me.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
It is the Nimble X. That one I got pre-ordered. Also, Pete from Central Canada made me aware of this guy that I never heard of him before. It's Grambo Knives, and on Instagram, and I pre-ordered his Aceto.
Oh wow, okay.
I
haven't heard of that one.
Front flipper clip point, I think made by Best Tech. It's absolutely beautiful. And he has this other knife, I think Metal Complex had it on his channel the other day. It's another knife with something, it's different. It's got something, the makeup of it's different. Oh yeah, the Maverick S. That's it. Thanks, Lefty.
Yeah.
Yeah, couldn't find it. That's the Matt Christensen knife.
Gotcha. Did you get a hold of a gripper as well?
Yes. Like,
yeah.
Oh man. Not thinking about all these pre-orders. I'm like, I haven't bought a knife in a while. Yeah, that's why.
So, guys, I got to encourage you to do something. If you have not done this, go to Stassa's channel and watch his collection videos. And then later this week, when Brent from Backpack B posts his collection diver with my collection, make sure you watch mine after you watch his, and then throw rocks at me. But
the problem is I had to shut it off where I did, because I was like, man, if my wife ever watches this, I'm so
yeah, Bill, I saw today on Instagram that those guys, man, I try to click on something and it jumps. The Luft Avant, they're QCing them like today.
That too.
That too. Yep. And Lefty says save room for one more. So I'm saving up for his.
He knows I'm getting that as well. I mean,
me too.
See, I can justify because it's been enough time. It's about time for another pre-order.
There you go. There you go. That's a good way to look at it.
Whenever they hit back to back, it's like, uh-oh.
Unfortunately, mine didn't quite make it, but I have another design.
I was about to say, we need to have one kick through.
Yeah, I've got another one. I'm pretty excited about this one. Lefty's seen it, and I think JB's seen it, and they're about probably 2 of 3 people that have seen it so far. So I'm just kind of, we'll see how the 3D renders come out and everything, and trying to see if I can get something by Blade Show, but it doesn't look really
well, I'll tell you,
doesn't look really good.
You motivated me the other night after we talked.
Oh, really?
I messaged a few of my knife maker friends about trying to get one of my designs in CAD, and
very cool.
We're starting to work on it. So
Look at that.
It'll probably be several months before.
Yeah, can you take several months? Because I want to get mine out before you put
Oh
yours
yeah,
out.
I mean, I'm not. I will before I even think about letting anybody see it. I will make sure to ask.
Oh, you're good, man. You
Everybody
do
has it.
what you
Well,
gotta do. I do
try to give
think.
it a shot.
Yeah, I do think that was a huge part.
Yeah.
Okay, now to be real, my knife is different. It's not. It was not like every other knife. It's totally different. It's something different. And I think because people didn't have it in their hand, like if it was in a store and people could walk up and handle it, I think I would have sold a lot more. I think the big problem is there were so many pre-orders at the same time. There was the Nimble X, there was the Nimble X was during that time, the gripper, the Tyler
oh yeah, I forgot about that. The Dawn.
Yeah, the Dawn. There was all kinds of knives out at the same time.
Pre-orders. I got that Dawn and the golly, I didn't even think about that. What's that other one with the other kid, the engineering student?
Do you have a Vero?
It's not the Vero. I got the Veros.
Guys, the Mini Tempest? No,
I already have that one.
No, he's already got that.
That's the one that I thought.
Wait, there's a Nimble Tanto.
Yeah, that's coming soon.
I didn't see that.
It's the Nimble T.
The TW Price Dawn. I'm trying to see if anybody. The Raiden. The Raiden.
Yeah, the Raiden. That's it.
There you go. Thank you, Lefty's on it, man. Lefty has all of these pre-orders.
Next time, I'm gonna just explain it, and I'm gonna say, Lefty, what is it?
That's what you should do. That's very much.
First time I've really said all my pre-orders out loud because you forget. I mean, it's been months since I've done those.
Okay, man. Andrew in the chat just sent me the picture of that Grambo Russ that you were talking about. That's a beautiful knife.
I mean, I thought it was beautiful. It may not I'm funny as far as aesthetically. I think aesthetically, clip points are so beautiful. I think to me that's the epitome of what a knife is.
I agree with you.
What I use, I like Warnies. I don't like too much belly because I don't hunt as much anymore.
Right. Same. Understood. Yep. So yeah, very, very interesting. We'll tell you what, it's 8:56. So let's go ahead and pop another giveaway out whenever you're ready. And guys,
I'm gonna refresh the comments just in case anybody did it later.
And go from there, and he's going to tell you what you're going to win, and we'll go from there.
Okay, get comments. Let's see if we got. Oh, we got 206 this time.
Oh yeah, we pushed them over there. That's great.
People made it in right at the last minute. All right,
there you go.
Let's let it refresh. Okay, so we are going to be doing it for the mini Corvid this time.
Oh, the little mini Corvid, guys.
I tell you what, if you like small knives, this thing's awesome. It's so tiny, but it's such a good fifth pocket carry knife. I carried it on my. Well, I have this one's the one that I'm giving away is one still in the bag. This is the one I'm reviewing. But I carried it in my fifth pocket on my vacation I just went on, and it didn't scare nobody. I could pull it out anywhere, and nobody's gonna freak out. So,
right,
he won the mini Corvid. Let me turn it around so y'all can see. Start.
Here we go. Drum roll, please.
Seth 45 DN _ Deep South EDC.
Oh my goodness gracious! And he ranked them for you there too.
Yeah, Mutineer because I may be picking up one. Altus and Sea Otter, same reason. The BVM, then the SE. All right, somebody down south. Hey, how's it going? Well, Seth, if you're in the chat right now, leave me a comment on that video saying I won, whatever, and then also email me no, I want to say Big he has a link to my my email address and email me, and once I get everybody's confirmation and addresses, I will ship the knives out.
Keith, you mind sticking that email up again? It was
23
MATASSA at Gmail. Yep. Congrats, Seth. Thanks, guys, for saying that. He's got one more, and then I've still got. So
let's just show them so they make sure they stick around.
Yeah, guys, look at this one. This is the big one.
Is the limited edition Benchmade Mini Freak from the SHOT Show that never happened. That's the
holy cow! We're at 113 in here now. Holy moly!
It says limited on the blade, limited edition. It's
very
a
cool
knife. Excellent example. Super smooth. I handpicked it at my local shop, so it was the best one they had.
Now that's another thing we should talk about. That shop, man. When you do videos at that shop, that place looks awesome.
Oh well, the funny story is
okay.
Let's go back 8 years, and they had a decent selection, but it was like just junky buck knives, like the Chinese made ones. Couple of Kershaws. They always carried Microtech. That was always, because they have a lot of cops that go in there and buy Microtechs.
Right.
Well, the floor manager over there, me and him one day were talking, and he said a knife maker that I knew of, but I was like, well, if you know him, you're in the knife community, because there's no way you would know that guy.
Okay.
So we hit it off, and we became friends, and that's who I went to Blade Show with my first time ever, is him. And then we go to Blade. We've been to Blade Show I think 3 times together.
Oh, very cool.
And about a year after, I would say maybe a year after I started YouTube, I went in there and he said, "Hey, we're thinking about putting some more brands in the store. What are some of your favorite brands, and what do you think would do good?" So I was like, Spyderco for sure. Maybe expand your Benchmades. Maybe we. And I told them Kaiser for the cheaper.
Yeah.
And now their selection is excellent, and their knife. Well, I'm part of that because I sell tons of knives for them when I go do their Knives at Gems videos, and and I buy probably half their knives too.
There you go. Yeah, those videos are great. Keith says he's got $200 cash. Send that knife to him. Somebody said that's the Not Show edition.
Yep.
Oh, don't go anywhere, JB. Oh no, he's got to go. Everybody say goodbye to JB. He's leaving.
See you, Big Red.
Move some boomers. I don't know what that means. He's moving boomers.
Move some boomers.
You're gonna make some baby boomers move their cars in the parking lot? Is that what you mean? That's not what he means, by the way.
No.
Yeah, the Kaiser T1's a good knife for sure. Yep.
Yeah, the new one in the micarta, I absolutely love that knife. I use mine all the time.
Right. So I was remarking lately, it's funny. I messed with a bed glider like 3 years ago. I didn't like it, but now there's this bed glider 2. Have you seen one of these yet?
Which one?
This is the Kaiser bed glider 2, and it's got contoured.
That's because it's on bearings now.
Yeah, look at. I mean,
yeah,
yeah. No, it's nuts. Now this was the Friday Club edition with the really cool looking carbon fiber,
the side cut carbon
fiber.
And
I just think that's sweet looking. And then the contoured scales. I'm big and into anybody that takes the time to contour the scales. Very
people
cool.
Don't realize. I mean, I don't think people realize how much of a difference when you're actually using a knife.
Yep.
When fully contoured scales come into play. I mean, like your knife, for instance, that was probably one of the most comfortable knives to use I've used in a long time.
Very cool. Yeah, and guarantee it. Again, which is why I keep saying the next knife will be more in a budget side, because it's not going to be like your super budget one, because I am going to go ahead, even if it's G10 or micarta, it's going to be contoured like this, because that's just how I like a knife. To me, it's that's how your hand is. Your hand is not flat.
Yeah.
And if you compare, and again, I dig this knife. This is the White Mountain Knives exclusive, the XL button lock bed glider. And again, this one, because it's bigger and taller, it's okay in the hand. Right.
Yeah,
but just something about that rounded off that just feels better.
Yeah, you don't have anything poking you that you wouldn't
right.
think
of. that shouldn't be right.
Somebody asked, Hollywood Tactical.
Yep.
I've used I own 3 of the Kaiser Criticals in 3V.
Right.
And I mean, it's good. It's 3V is a great steel. I don't think they ran it really high. If I had to take a wild guess, I would say maybe 59-ish or so.
Oh wow. Okay.
Just from sharpening, which that's an average from a lot of companies. They're making large batches of knives. I didn't have any issues with it. It sharpened well. They usually do. They don't ever do excellent in my opinion, or I've never had anything that was just like wow. But they're always good.
I totally agree. I totally agree that the only other Kaiser I have in my collection is this mini Gemini, and again, same thing, rounded, contoured scales. It's just money.
Gemini is another comfy one.
Yeah,
it's a little small, but it's comfortable.
Right, it is. Yeah, Bees, I'm with you, man. I will buy knives that have a more squared off, but they have to have some kind of chamfering and rolling on those edges. You get knives in sometimes and they're just really hard on those edges, and it just doesn't feel great. Now, sometimes you can get away with it. Like here's a budget knife. This is the Miguron Acre, I think is what it's called. Acre, something like that.
Oh,
it's got
that one.
You did what?
I butcher that name every time I try to say it.
It's got
I can't say
rounded scales, but again, they could have gone one extra step here and chamfered this edge right here and right here, and it would have just made a world of difference on this knife. It's nice and rounded, but then you feel that kind of 90-degree corner right there, and it's just, it could be so much better. Again, some people will tell you when you get into a budget knife like this, if they did that, then they have to raise the price. They have to raise the price. So I get it. I understand.
Yeah, it just depends on where they want to take it. That's
right. Exactly. But again, that's one of the things. Even with a knife, this is the newest Finch, the Roadrunner. It's flat sided, but again, those edges are nice and chamfered off. Very much so. There's nothing hard. There's, this is the stiletto.
I was about to say, looks like a stiletto.
Yeah, it's pretty much the longest one. It's kind of in a tie with the Cimarron as far as the length of it, but you can see, I mean, it's a good 4-finger knife. Again, you've got this, because it's a stiletto, you do have that extra guy up here, but you can easily get your thumb past it, up and over it. Not a problem. Let's see. Good night. Who's good nighting? Hey, Marshall, go have a nice dinner, my friend.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm really digging this one because it's just super snappy. It's Finch, QSP often nails the action on these, very much so.
Yeah, QSP is starting to show their potentials.
I agree.
And that's something that a lot of people don't know either. That a lot of these companies that say you see their budget in stuff, that doesn't mean that they can't produce very high end stuff as well. They just know, they don't think we would pay for it.
Right. And I think that's funny if you think about it. Most of the QSP OEM knives, have been in that mid to higher end, and you're right. Most of what they produce and sell is in the lower to mid. Of course, they've been branching out lately with like the titanium penguin, the frag titanium penguin, and now I don't know if you saw the ones with the zircuti on them and stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm like, wow.
Well, they do that because, I mean, if we're honest, they're the best at listening to us.
Right.
They follow trends so well. and
Oh,
jump
there's
on it
your,
so
hold on
fast.
just a second. There's your winner from the first winner,
Oh,
or
hey,
the second winner, the
congrats.
second winner.
Congratulations for the tiny knife.
The tiny knife. There you go. Very cool.
Tiny knife.
I just wanted to make sure we saw him real quick. The QSP Hawk is an inexpensive knife with nice contours. I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, I like the Hawk. The Hawk flipper's a little uncomfortable for me, but it's a comfortable one in hand.
Right. So yeah, I was gonna get a frag one, but when I was at SMKW and saw this one, they didn't have the frag yet, and I'm just like, okay, we're getting this one today. So
I think I own 4 penguins.
Oh, very cool.
3 of the Micarta ones, and I don't know why, but that antique brass looks so nice. So I mean, it's either antique brass or copper, one of the two.
Yeah, I had the brass one in here for review.
It's heavy, but it looks good.
Yeah, it is heavy. Hey, let's see. I saw a couple people had jumped in there. Wolverine, hello.
Oh,
Marcus Forbes. Yeah, 106. I was at 113 a couple minutes ago, right before.
But I looked down and it said 96, and I was like, yeah, but I get back in here.
We're doing 2 more giveaways.
Yeah.
His, and then I got one too. So very cool. So yeah, I agree with what you're saying. I think that's important because somebody was it this guy weren't we saying this guy's made by Kubi, I think is what I was hearing. The stunner. I think that's what I heard earlier today. Maybe that's not. But my point is, just because they make budget knives doesn't mean that's all they can make.
Yeah.
And I think it's fun to see a company like Miguron doing something like a budget knife, but then also they've had some higher end knives as well. So I think that's cool to see what they can do. I don't have any silver bullets, Tom.
I have not had I haven't had good luck with Miguron, and I've bought like 5 of their knives.
Yeah.
It's just they're so close to being great knives.
Very close.
They just a few things I'm like, man, why?
And I think they'll get there. Like
I
had the Centurion 2. I ended up selling it because I needed the money, but I really dug that one. Just the detent was a little soft. If they could nail that detent, I think. Okay, so Andrew says the stunner is either Kubi or Best Tech. Anyway, my point stands. These manufacturers can do the range of knives just because most of what they do. That's a great question, Bees. Do you know if Concept has anything new coming out this year? I know they just released the XL Goblin.
Yeah, I think I got a few of them that I showed on the channel, but I think they've shown some of their budget stuff. They send me prototypes and they don't tell me anything. I'm like,
oh wow, they just sent them to you.
And it didn't even say blade steel or anything. I messaged them, I was like, what steel is this? I can't review it if I don't know anything about it. I don't know the name of it.
Yeah, guys, listen to this ting on this thing.
I know, I heard it.
Oh gosh. I'm just like, I gotta this is a me knife though. I mean, even though I was griping about that, I still love it's a cool knife. I love the grind on it.
It's a beast.
It is.
So
how did it perform? Did you
well, I tested the small one.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I didn't do it again.
Well, the small one did real well in the little bit of cutting I did with it. But
yeah, it did. And that one has an even taller grind, so I'm sure it'll be an even slicier blade.
Gotcha. And then this giant beast is coming your way probably by the end of the week. So you can check this giant hunk of titanium M390. Awesome. This thing is
is it being delivered from China?
No, it's being delivered from my house, but it got here from China. Now, maybe you can help Lefty and I with something. Let's see if my camera will do this justice. Okay. So do you see this line right here?
Hold on. My screen's lagging from what you're showing. Okay. Yeah.
So right here, there's a line.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the end, and again, my camera's not going to focus, there's a line across there. It's a plate. So we took off the pivot I took off the pivot today and I could not get this little plate off. I don't know what in the world could be under that plate, but
Is
it's like,
like the bearing race
I don't know.
or over travel?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's
I don't
weird.
know, but it's like it is a plate, and so but taking the pivot off, it would not budge. It's like it's either stuck down or
Press
whatever.
fit.
But I was like, what is that? And so Lefty was looking at it because he's got one in. He's like, I don't know.
I would have to look at it up close.
Yeah, well, you're going to. We'll
it's just some of those things, like, they come up with some stuff. I mean, look at what we did with those integrals, how they like
right
made it where you could drop everything into the pivot area. It was genius. I mean,
oh gosh, man, the crowd is being rough on poor Jake, man. It said Hoback's honesty is under that plate. Oh gosh. Oh man.
I don't know. I always knew that they weren't all made US.
That's what I said. I told Kevin when I reviewed the Enoch, they told me that it was parted out from several different countries and came here and was assembled here. And so I knew they weren't American made. So I'm kind of shocked that people are shocked.
And on his website, it also has like place of origin.
Has it always had that?
Yeah, always.
Okay.
And it even said, like, now you would have to be looking for it, but it says some parts outsourced from different. I forgot what it says. I don't.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not saying I totally agree that if people were putting on their websites made in the USA, which apparently, obviously USA Made Blade was, and DLT and some others, Blade HQ, were putting that, he should have corrected them. I totally get it. I'm not defending what he did. I'm just saying I never thought they were completely made.
I guess that's why I didn't even look at that, and I got burned on that as well. When I first did my review on the what was that knife? The people who put the tritium inserts and everything, Glow Rhino.
Oh, okay.
Right. That flipper they did. I don't know what the name of it was, but
Kevin, what's it called? The Glow Rhino flipper.
I'm pretty sure it was Blade HQ that had USA Made at the bottom of it, and even their site, it made it seem like it was USA Made, but it was one of those assembled in the US.
Right.
And luckily, somebody shot me a message, another YouTube person, and told me they researched it and it wasn't. So I emailed them and I was like, look, I said, I need to know. I said, just because I put it in the title,
Lightbringer.
So I said, and while I waited for it, I just ended up shutting the video down, and it was doing great.
Gotcha.
I was like, because I'm not trying to put any misinformation out there.
Right. And I think that's everybody's point. Just be honest. Just come out front, tell everybody where they are. And I hear what everybody's saying. Kevin's saying when he bought his at Blade Show, he never thought it wasn't made in the U.S. and he wouldn't have paid $550 for it as Sumo if he had known that. So yeah, I hear you.
I did that too. That price, I'm gonna say, like, he's gonna, like, now that I didn't know that a lot of people figured they were made in the U.S., but I know at one point he was all U.S.
Right,
but that was a long time ago.
A long time ago.
And I bet you I can put money on it that it's going to be hard for him to charge that much for his knives now.
Yeah. So everybody's bringing up good points. They're talking about Hogue. They're talking about Spyderco. How many of those have their screws and their hardware made in the U.S.? Probably none.
Yeah.
I don't know that. Obviously, it would be interesting to ask that question. So, I don't know how many can stay
this year.
What's that?
I said I'll ask him at Blade this year.
Yeah, there you go.
I love doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't have any problem asking people questions like that. So, B said I thought CRKT was USA made a year ago. There you go. Everybody
Yeah,
follows
well, you know
Spinnerco's
what?
lead.
I thought that, CRKT like was like a big manufacturer. I didn't know that they are like an outsourcer. Like that company, I don't even think is a machine shop.
Right.
Just a brand. That's it.
Yeah, and it's very true, and that's kind of my thing, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I think if you're buying them from a retailer and the retailer says they're made in the US, and again, Jake didn't, I hear what you're saying. Okay. I know people have been selling these like crazy this week because they're like, I paid $625 for a China made knife. And I hear you. I understand what you're saying, and I'm not defending what he did and not correcting it. I'm just saying I never thought they were completely made in the US.
Well, and
And
this is one thing I'll say too. Okay,
yeah,
say I found out that if I love the knife, I don't care where it was made. I don't.
right.
I don't, because I no matter what you do, half the stuff that you own is made in China.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't. None of us would be on this stream right now without
because my
stuff made in
computer
China.
and phones,
Yep.
and shoes.
CRKT, disappointment in hand. Oh, good grief. Wolverine says, where do we draw the line? Is the hardware USA made? Is the G10 micarta, exotic wood, etc., made in the US? Packaging, and that's just it. So the one company, and again, I hate to do this because Kevin's gonna like lose a whatever the word is, lose his mind in the chat. Oh, there it is. So the one company I know of that is saying they're making every piece of their knife in the US is Tour. They're saying all this hardware is made in their shop. They're saying
they told me that too, and I've heard otherwise.
Oh, you've heard otherwise. Okay. So who knows, people? You
Well,
just
I
made
think
my point
what
for me.
happened with them is originally they had a knife made by We, and a lot of people think that they're still having parts made by We.
And it may be the case. I don't know.
I don't know either, and
Yeah.
I can't prove it. Unless there's something that I can prove with visual evidence, I can't say otherwise. Like just for instance, what's that auto company? The company that makes the autos, that is the new autos around town that are a little bit cheaper.
The Axial Gear.
Axial, yeah. Now they say they're 100% USA made. Now tons of people had on my comments, they're not USA made. Well, I don't know. Where are they?
Sorry, I'm laughing.
Tell me where they're made. I want to know.
Right. So, Kevin, do you know where Axial Gear is made for sure? Are they really made here?
You're right, Lefty.
Yeah.
It wouldn't close on my hand.
Yeah. Now, I will say this: the V2, the merchant version 2, is first of all really thin.
Oh yeah, you got the V2.
Yeah. Second of all,
is it good?
It's not going to close. It unfortunately does have lock rock, just a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't get it. Like, is the
I don't know. They can't get the
polish
geometry right. I guess is the what?
That's a big deal too.
Is it polished?
Yeah, it was like so polished.
Yeah, very polished.
Well, that's the problem, because you got to have that friction, especially when your geometries. Yeah, I don't know why they do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's not.
And you know what's funny is because you've got this. They use this gun coat. They call their coating.
Yeah.
And so the handle's coated. If you look at that really close, come on, get the glare off of it. You can't really see it, but right where the lock face is hitting, there's gun coat all over it, right there at the end.
Yeah.
And so that's not going to help with lockup either. Yeah,
so
that's
cover that the lock face, which they should have done anyway.
Correct. They should have carbonized that, and supposedly they did, but it's a little sloppy. Isn't Tactile Knife Company 100% USA made, including the hardware? Again, I don't know.
Well, I could believe they do, because USA is
USA made if it's on 51%. Yeah, again, everybody's gonna have a different idea of what that means.
They had Tactile they already have the setup for their pin company, so I could believe that.
Yep.
I mean, now do they? Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
The only way we know that is if companies started shooting their production, which they'll never do because of trade secrets, and they don't want us to know some things, you know.
Wow, Michael, that's dedication right there. Michael says he swaps out the Chinese screws as soon as he gets a knife. That's awesome, man. Where do you get the non-Chinese screws? Are you making your own screws in your basement?
He's tiring them in his basement.
I'm just saying, USA made is not the same as US components. I agree. I agree completely. And so that's the point, guys, that I'm trying now. Please, nothing takes away the fact that Jake didn't tell the manufacturer stop putting that up. He should have dealt with it. He should have whatever. So I'm not taking that away. I'm just saying, how many of you have researched how many of these companies are out here saying we're USA made, and are they really? And he brings up a good point. We don't know about Axial Gear. We don't know about others. But I agree with what Kevin said to me. He said, just be honest, and then we can make a decision whether we think that's a viable price for that product being made in China or Croatia or wherever it is. You know, if you're buying Chinese titanium and German steel and you're heat treating and grinding and assembling and sharpening, it's USA made to me, says Kevin. And that's what I thought he was doing. Now, this knife right here, if I can find it, I cannot find it. I have rearranged my case recently, and I can't find anything. So, but anyway, the Hoback Enoch that I have had, here it is. The Enoch, I knew exactly. It has titanium liners. I was told the liners came from like Germany. Everything came from all over the place, but they fit it in America and put it together in America and QC'd it and shipped it in America. And I knew that when I did my review. And so that's kind of what led to my confusion about, but I did not know that like this knife or the Sumo were completely made in China, like made in China. So that's what we found out recently.
Yeah.
So anyway, so guys, let's a couple more minutes here. Actually, we're already about 9:30, but we're gonna go ahead and do Nick's next giveaway, and then I've got one more, and you can stick around, or if you need to go, I understand very much. TRM is now. I've heard the TRM is also all in house. So
yeah, they've been, but TRM has been doing before they started doing knives. They produced titanium parts for companies. That's what they used. That's what they started at.
And you can get American G-Carta too.
Yeah. But this is what we're giving away right now. The limited edition Benchmade Mini Freak. Awesome action.
That really does have, that has slick action. That thing is really, really nice.
Yeah.
All right, guys, drum roll, please.
Let me
refresh it again. Yeah.
Just in case somebody got in the last second. Let's see. 210. Yeah, we had a few stragglers.
Okay, good.
All righty. I hit it once. Okay, let's hit it one more time. Hold on. All right.
I'm sorry. Michael Morgan says, I put all the neighborhood kids to work churning out screws. Small hands will work for ice cream. That's great. Okay.
All
right. Sorry, I had to interrupt for that.
Let's hit the start button, and here we go. Up.
Richard win.
The order looks perfect to me. Sounds good to me, Richard. You are the winner of the Benchmade Mini Freak. Message me on that video and email me at 23matassa@gmail.com.
Congratulations. Very, very cool, Richard. Well, that's great, man. You gave away 3 really awesome ones tonight, and I got a decent one over here, but not that good. So
I'm just trying to drive some traffic to you, and
that's the thing, guys. I asked him just to come on my stream, and he very much wanted to try to get some traffic over here, and we're definitely doing it. We've been well over 100 for half an hour here or more, so very, very cool. Yeah, so there's the email address for you, Richard. So if you want to email him and do a comment on his video, and then we will get there. So very, very awesome. So I'll leave it up to you, sir, if you want to stick around for my giveaway here or whatever. But I really appreciate you coming on. It's been fun. I love doing these.
Me too. I always have fun.
And
that
I'm
I
glad
couldn't
you
find a time to do my own live stream because they got one.
Well, okay.
Day.
So we were talking about that. That's funny because there's the knife tube schedule that I sent you, and you're like, where in the world can I go live? Yeah. So guys, if you have any suggestions of a time, I know you guys watch all these streams. So if you have any suggestions, let Stassa know.
Yeah, it just can't be like 4 a.m.
No, not 4 a.m. 4 a.m. on Tuesday. Yeah, everybody's saying thanks for the giveaways. Very cool.
Well, thank y'all for y'all come anyway, and I appreciate all y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so that's a good point, Josh. I see Josh Branson says, I see the validity of having USA knife, but if you love the knife, you just love it. It's easy to get off track of why we actually love this hobby. Yeah,
that's my view 100%.
But I think the point that Kevin's making is the point that everybody's making. If they had known it was a Chinese knife, they wouldn't have paid $625 for it. And I get it. And I totally get it. And everybody has to make a decision based on that. So somebody says Saturday early evening before Jared Neve. What time does he go on, K Mason? Saturday mornings are free. Stassa Wednesday nights would be good.
No, I think Wednesdays I think all the nights.
Oh, really?
I think every night.
Saturday late morning. Thanks for being such an amazing part of the community, Stassa, says Jay Friedman.
Thank you.
Awesome, guys. So appreciate you supporting the guests. Seriously, if you are not subscribed to Stassa, you should take care of that because his videos are great. Love them, love them, love them. So I love morning lives. Who's the keeper of the knife live? Cobra Light, I think that's is it My Knife Journey on Instagram? What's his name? Is that who it is? I don't remember. Does anybody remember who keeps up with that? Saturday mornings are cartoon time.
I'm not a morning person, especially now.
There you go. Brunch with Stassa, somebody says.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm either going to be able to find something or somebody's going to drop out one of the day.
Yeah.
Happens.
So we would love to see you do Scott N. So that's My Knife Journey, right? Is that, I think that's who he is. So yeah, he does the schedule. Yep. Breakfast with Stassa. He says he's not a morning person. He already said that.
Yeah. And I mean, during the week, I wake up early, but my Saturdays and Sundays I like to sleep in if I can.
All right. So here's a question directly for you real quick, and then I'll move on. Stassa, thanks for everything. Is the Boker Panchenko Lancer a gentleman's knife? Are you familiar with that one?
I think you could call it, because it's very non-threatening. It's thin, low profile. I actually almost put that in my gents video. I just already had my 15, lined out, so I didn't put it in there. But I think it's a gents knife. I mean,
yeah,
that term is what you think it is, because everybody has
very
their own, meaning for gents knife.
Yeah, and I think you're right about the non-threatening being part of it. Like this Lucas P to me is a bit of a gents knife, but then it might be a little scary to some because it's a little bigger, So yeah, I don't know.
I see it as a something that you can wear in a tuxedo, slacks, office.
And I think this Osprey definitely.
Yeah, that one I definitely the weight on it, because I think weight is also you're not gonna want to put a heavy knife in slacks.
Yeah, and I haven't even weighed this one yet, but it's got to be sub 3 ounces.
Yeah, I was about to say it just looks super light.
Yeah, it's very, very light. I'm there's some things I like about it, and to me, this is a flipper knife. It is definitely not a fuller opening knife. You can't, unless you guys just have tiny little hands. I cannot flick it.
Shabazz hands.
Yeah, you Shabazz hands. Love the new Stassa23 intro on your channel. I want to ask where your handle comes from. Stassa23 says knife whipped.
It comes from my last name.
There you go.
One of my coworkers at the place I used to work could not say my last name for some reason, and he gave everybody nicknames, and that was my nickname. And my birthday is on the 23rd of January, so that's where I came up with.
Okay, here's where you need to go. Right here, we found a spot for you. Feel free to do Thursday nights, Nick. I could care less if I lose viewers. I'll enjoy the ones that show up. Oh yeah, PG and R stream Thursdays. There you go. Kevin's the R-rated stream. Oh, fine. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move towards my giveaway here, guys. I'm not gonna go through every little sticker. By the way, if you want to go over to Ray at Everyday City Carry, he started about a few minutes ago. Well, I haven't seen a notification yet, so maybe he hasn't started yet. But don't forget his stream. I always like to not come over the top of him. Yeah. So there's KnivesFAST stickers in there. There's Grumpy Grunt. There's Big Red Edie. I got to open it up to show the Butter Knives Fast.
Did I ever send you any?
I had some of yours a while back. I think. Yeah, send me some. I'll send you some as well. Very cool. But issuing stitches, you got a Tempest Knives sticker in here. Very, very cool. You got plenty of, you got Hogue, you got all different kinds of Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Thanks to them for being so great about the swag. They've been
plate show's coming up, and you can have unlimited swag.
Yeah, I know. I
go to every table and I
know. That's what I did last time. I ended up with so many. I need to do that again for sure.
And then if they don't have them out, they'll give them to you.
Right, exactly. We got a River's Edge cutlery sticker, and put that in here. And then Butter Knives Fast. Nick, this is a crazy thing on my channel here. Butter Knives Fast number 44, signed by Trev, my son. This is just, he brought an actual butter knife down for me to review in the middle of a stream, and everybody just thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, my daughter did the exact same thing, but I just wasn't, the video wasn't recording at the time. I was getting ready for it, and she dropped it on my thing and said something exactly like that.
There you go. Ray is now live. I just got the notification, but stick around. We got a giveaway to do. Got a River's Edge cutlery microfiber here. Very cool. Dig those that they sent those to me. They are awesome people over there at River's Edge.
Yeah. And
then we have got a budget knife tonight, but this is one of the favorite budget knives I've checked out in a while. This is the CH Knives 3509 CH 3509. Big honking beast of a G10 knife. D2 G10 D2.
You know what it looks like?
What's it look like?
Hold on. I got it right here. It looks like this knife.
Oh, it really does.
The Millet Torrent.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's kind of got
it's a beefier.
Yeah. It's got this orange backspacer, which is super interesting. Like, why'd you do it orange? But feels good in the hand. The only issue I had with this knife was this massive jimping. It is.
Yeah, I guess they do that for aesthetics, but
yeah, it's
usually
just
either painful or slippery and painful.
There is a Y start right now, guys. I meant to tell you this. Kevin, no, it was Michael Morgan that told me about it, not Kevin. It's a 14C28N. Pretty big size knife that Y-Start has up on White Mountain Knives for like $35 right now, and really nice looking knife. I need to get a hold of that one and check it out. Yeah, I can't remember the name because it doesn't have a name. Of course, it has a number.
They've had several that I really liked. Y-Start.
Yeah,
the Xanadu or whatever people. That designer had a Y-Start.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, this is a really, I mean, this is a decent knife. Great action for this is like a $36 knife too. I think
does amazing actions.
Yep.
I've owned 3 or 4, no, probably 5 of their knives. The 3505 was their
Right.
like everybody loved that knife.
And just so you guys won't get confused, they got Chinese characters inside there for you, and they got their name in Chinese on there. So there's no doubt where this one came from. So you guys happy?
Like, QSP's box a little bit, huh?
Right, a little bit. Kind of a cool box, actually, the way it is. I got no problem with it.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna do, Keith, you want to stick the rules up there for me? We're gonna do the normal KnivesFAST thing and do the range. We still got 100 people in here, so let's do this to this and pick a number. All right. And Keith, I'm definitely going to text you this tonight because I'm going to need your help to find the winner because this chat is flying, man. So have you put the rules up there yet? How do you know? Are you sure CH doesn't source parts from the US?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Not gonna happen.
Somebody said, Coprolite Steve said, just do your streams in the evening and they'll open 2 tabs and watch both at the same time. There you go. Rules. 1 guess only. I'll give a range. You guys get 1 guess. Closest without going over wins. Must be 18 and over and have a U.S. mailing address for the KnivesFAST giveaway. And here is, go ahead and stick the start up there, Keith. I almost showed the range before
everybody.
Yeah, and then we'll do this real quick. And I am going to text Keith. There you are, Mr. Keith. All right. Do we have a start yet? Nope, not yet. Made in the USA. Nope. There's your start. So your range is between 350 and 550. So 1 guess per customer. By the way, I haven't said this. If you guess multiple times, I will have to disqualify you. I can't handle it because it's just too much happening. So 1 guess per customer.
I'll be cordial.
Is everybody? There comes the guesses. They bam.
Oh, I'm about to say, yep, they're coming now.
Okay, Keith, I texted you the number, and this is going to be fun because there's a lot of people in here.
Somebody sent you a super chat in the midst of all that.
Oh, did they? Did I miss it?
Yeah.
Let me see Josh Branson. Yeah. Thank you, my friend. Let's see. Let's find it so I can put it up on the screen. I'm going to
a GIF.
Well, it's only showing it like that for some. There we go. Okay. Josh, thank you. Here is your Dalika salute. I'm afraid you're not going to get much in the chat right now because everybody's guessing, but thank you so much. Lemon character and baby lemon jumping into the air, do a high five. Okay. I like how it describes that.
Yeah, that's funny.
So I will say this after a while, this hat starts to not be. This was a pretty cheap hat. Somebody asked if this one was made in the U.S., and I highly doubt it. It was in some gift shop made in Mexico. So there you go.
A lot of them made in Mexico.
Yep. All right. So I have not been looking at the numbers. So I'm going to start looking through, and we'll give it a little bit longer here because it takes a little while for everybody to.
A lot of numbers.
Yeah. Here, I'll just so you can see what I'm working with. There's if you look over on the right side there in the chat there, it says private up on the top there. I'm going to stick the number in the private chat if you want to see what it is. Boom. So on if you bring the chat up and then up at the top of the chat, it says stream and then it says private. Yeah, well, can't see it, that's fine.
Let's see.
A felt liner, Stacy. Yeah, that would be good. I need to just buy a Stetson, and then that'll have a felt liner, or it'll be felt. That would probably feel better. This one's not. This was in some gift shop in Bozeman, Montana, which was awesome. All right, I'm gonna start looking here. I see one pretty close. Oh, just over on that one. Man, there's some really good guesses in here. All right, Keith, how we doing down there? Are people still guessing? Oh, wait, Keith apparently sees somebody dead on. Okay. I'm not going to say who it is. All right, I don't see wait, Stetsons aren't USA made? I thought they were.
Which one? Oh, the
Stetson hats, yeah.
I don't know.
Need some skiff bearings for the hat. So, okay, I got to ask this. Act like Lefty is not in the chat, Nick. I want you to answer this question honestly. Just changing bearings to skiffs or Gillians or whatever make that big of a difference?
Just depends on the knife. 90% of the knives, no, not. Only thing that's going to make a difference, and I've done testing on this. The only thing that makes a difference is ceramic detent ball. That makes all the difference in the world because that's where your pressure is coming from. Now, if you have only bearings that really benefit are the plastic cages.
Cool. Thank you, Josh Branson. I appreciate it, man. Hey, you guys can't imagine how much that helps. It really does. Thank you so much for doing that. Yeah, no, I pick on Kevin all the time. I'm always like, I can't make that much difference. All right, let's go ahead and close it, Keith. Give it about 5 or 10 seconds and put the stop up there, and let's see what we got here. Keith sees one that was dead on, and I have not found that one yet, but guess what I'm going to do? It's called Trust Keith.
Yep. I mean, he gives out Dalicas, so he's got to be 100%. He's even made in the U.S.
Keith is made in the U.S.?
Yep, that's what I heard.
Wow.
He's trying to get a U.S. Dalica made.
Oh, man, that would be great. All right, we have a stop. Your number, ladies and gentlemen, is 422422. And so far, Keith sees Neil Drake. Yeah, Keith absolutely rocks. Keith sees Neil Drake at 322, and Keith, let's just make one more little run through, just make sure we didn't miss anybody. Yeah, there's Neil Drake. Matter of fact, we'll just stick Neil up there. See that. And I saw Gons at 420, and I saw a couple that were just over.
Yeah, that looks like the only one.
Yeah, that's the only one I'm seeing.
A lot of them are in the 4s, but.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's the winner.
Oh, there you go. So he's saying put skiffs in the hat and then spin it when they do the super chats.
A spinner cowboy hat.
Oh, cue ball. Thank you, my friend. I saw yours right off the bat, man. Yeah, wish I could have been here for the entire live. Stassa, you're a class act. I'll definitely watch the replay. Have a great night. Thank you, cue ball.
Yep, thank you.
There's your Dalica salute, my friend. Yes, sir. Well, congrats, Neil. So, Neil, I don't know if you've won from me before, whether you have or haven't. What you need to do, Savannah was 421, very close. So what you need to do is send me an email, knivesfast@gmail.com, knivesfast@gmail.com, or go over to Instagram and send me a DM at knivesfast. So, Neil, hopefully you're still in here. Some people leave right after they guess, and I'm like, how you gonna know you won? Whoa, thank you, Nick. Hey guys, now this guy's doing super chats. And he's got a bunny right over his face. Look at that. We do the bunny because my daughter always brings the bunny in. So there you go. You get a Dalica salute. Hey, send this guy a Dalica, Keith. knivesfast@gmail.com. Neil, I don't know. I haven't seen if you're in here, brother, but everybody's giving you some love in the chat there with the Dalica salute. Very cool. Yeah. So thanks, guys. We've kind of gone a bit over. Hopefully, Ray's not eating any spicy beef jerky or anything tonight, and I haven't messed him up. Everybody says thanks for the great show. Thanks everybody so much. Yeah. Yeah, so I appreciate you coming on, man. Hopefully you can find a time that works for you. I'd love to be on yours someday if you end up getting one that works out for you. Yeah. it would fail the cut test. The Dolica, yeah. No, I mean, I think no, come on. Dolica, well, okay. They can't cut. You're right. In my review, I was like, ow!
I could throw it at something. But
yeah. Trading a Nessie and green micarta. Hit me up if you want it, says Jack's Lungs. Guys, he's trading a green micarta Nessie. So if anybody's interested, hit him up. Thanks, guys. And this was a great one because I love having the banter back and forth. Like I said, I'm not the guy to sit here and give you 20 questions of, if you were a tree, which one would you be, or anything like that. So, I appreciate you coming on, man. And thanks for getting the mic and getting everything working on your end there. So.
Hey, thanks to my wife, I made the stream because everything kind of crashed right before.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well,
thank
her for me. Thank you very much. So, and guys, we set a record tonight. I don't know what the final number was, but the biggest I saw was like 114. So thank you. I don't even know how many likes. Let's just see because I bet you the likes are really high.
It says 44, but that's not right.
It says 78. Yeah, come on. There was 114 in here. We only have 78 likes.
Yeah, you have to wait till the video uploads to really see the likes.
Right. I agree. Timbo, thank you, man.
Awesome.
Been fun. 2 of my favorite knife channels in one place. Very cool, brother. Thank you so much. And there is your Dolica salute. Everybody give him some Dolica love. Everybody's already doing it. Very cool. I'm always behind and they're always ahead. So I don't know which it is, but thank you so much, man. Seriously, for coming on. Oh, they're saying there's 121 likes. So mine's just way behind.
It's just, I think it's because we're streaming. So,
yep. Well, thank you, Timbo. Thank you, everybody. There's been a ton of super chats tonight too. You guys are awesome. 121 likes. So very, very cool. Thank you so much. Keith, you killed it tonight like you always do, brother. Thank you for being here and giving up your time to do that. I appreciate it. And Nick, same with you. Thanks for being here. And guys, thanks so much for watching the KnivesFAST channel.